This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET has what you need to win. So sign up today. You bet $100 and you get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet. And state restrictions do apply. All right, D-Gens, welcome back. Golf season's back, baby. We actually got some good golfers playing this week. It's your boy, Boston Capper, with the god of golf himself, Steve Shermer, and special guest, Jeff Nagel, Nagel's Bagels. Jeff, you've been kind of quiet on Twitter lately, man. How's the fall been going?
Well, it's been quiet, the way I like it. It's been good. Hi, guys. Good to be with you. Thanks for having me. Happy New Year.
Always.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
all
New
that
Year.
good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's exciting golf season. It's going to be a little different this year. The way things are, the way the schedule is going to break out. I'm interested to see if guys are going to play in some of the lesser elevated events. But it's more golf in the fall, like you said, Capper. Yeah. And now it's here. All of a sudden, you're taking the tree down, and we're in Hawaii. And this is always a good Kickstarter to the year.
Did you guys get the lights down today? I was going to, and I was like, nah, fuck it. Yeah, I was like, I'll go get the lights down tomorrow. And by tomorrow, it'll probably end up stretching into next week, and I'll get all the shit.
Yeah, we still
all the lights.
Yeah, we still have the tree up. We've been lazy.
Oh no, the tree up is fine. I'm talking about the outside stuff, so the neighbors don't. We don't judge you.
We don't actually do Christmas lights. My wife is big on the Halloween decorations, though. She goes all out with that. Actually, the one thing she wanted for Christmas, she wanted a fog machine for Halloween. So yeah, okay. we're that type of house. But no,
so you don't do Christmas lights outside?
No, we have like maybe a little flag, and that's really about it. That's our holiday cheer.
Your daughter, you need to step your game up for your daughter, bro.
A flag? What kind of flag?
I don't know, just like a Christmas flag.
With a snowman or some shit?
I don't know. My wife puts it out. I don't give a shit.
No, you need to do the father.
Not familiar with Christmas flags.
And just, no one's familiar with Christmas flags. It's a Steve thing. You need to line the gutters with the lights, white or colored. The bushes, you need to get some cool lawn stuff, whether that's like a LED snowman who juggles snowballs like I got, and some Santa blow ups. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, gotta make it fun for the kids.
You know, I must say, Steve, Steve Capper, I hate to interrupt you, but as somebody who works for the Postal Service, who's out walking across lawns every single day, those lawn ornaments just become tripwires. So actually, the less of those, the better, Steve. Protect your mailman. Get rid of the 9-foot Olaf. Get rid of the Santa. Get rid of all the reindeer. Just leave a path.
Listen, I am one of the only people on our street that does a very good job cleaning sidewalks, putting salt down, because I know guys like you are going to trip and fall. And I'm looking out for you, okay? So
it's occupational hazard.
It definitely is.
You don't want to get taken out by an Olaf, believe me.
No one does.
How did you get on disability? I tripped over Olaf.
All right, well, Kappa Lewis. So I did my kind of drunk preview on awesome. Saturday night. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. But I brought up a point that I think this is Capper's and Nagel's Super Bowl this weekend, because we're coming into this season. Mostly we haven't seen these guys for about a month. Some of the stats that myself, like to refer to could mean jack shit. Do you guys kind of feel that way, that like this is more of an event about feel, and that maybe you guys have a little bit more of an edge as far as like picking from your heart instead of just guys like me who just look at the numbers?
I mean, not really for me. I mean, it's just like we haven't seen any of these guys for so long. Like this is a complete fucking dot throw tournament. Complete dot throw. Like there's no form coming in. I mean, there's course history, which helps a little bit, but yeah, man, I don't know.
All right. Well, I want to add a little bit to that. I think that you can glean a lot. I know you mentioned that in your article, Steve, and I think that I like to look at guys that have had success at Augusta, that are playing in this tournament. But there's also the aspect of a birdie fest, so you want somebody that can make a lot of birdies. And then now, Steve, you're a big grass guy. They redid the whole freaking golf course. It's all Bermuda now, And that makes me lean towards those SEC, Southeastern type players, people with good records in Florida. My Florida golfers, maybe got to consider them a little bit more, considering the grass type. So I think that there are some narratives outside of just current form that you can, like, we'll just take a shot on this guy. Don't overexpose yourself. It's the first tournament. Some of these guys are on vacation.
Don't you tell me what to do, Jeff. I'll overexpose myself if I want to.
Okay, for all you other regular people out there, not Boston Capper, don't overexpose yourself too much. Just kind of enjoy it. Take your or it's not the playoffs anymore, but this used to be week 1 of the playoffs. They took that away. Anyway, so I think that as far as stats go, you're looking at the hero, and I don't even know if you get good numbers for that.
You get nothing.
Your last 36 rounds or whatever, 24 rounds could be going back to August.
Right.
So who the hell knows?
So I think the last measurable shot length measured round was the DP World Championship. They keep strokes to game, but that was the same week as the RSM. So we're looking at 45 days basically. So that's a lot of time. A lot can change. It's a dicey proposition to try to engage like what guys did in the fall versus what they're doing now. And I that's kind of what I did for my handicap. I kind of looked at, like I said, guys are good at Augusta National, guys are good here. Guys are pretty good on Bermuda, playing surfaces. And then just in general with the iron play, just all across the bag. So, there's some stats you can look at just long-term. Are you good with your wedges? Good with your long irons? And I tried to target like guys who are just pretty balanced in both, not really just like weak in one area, really strong in the other. Those tended to be some guys that tended to do pretty well here. And, and like Capper said, though, I don't know how these guys are going to come in, this year. It's like, first day of school. We'll see. So, that's what I'm looking at. Capper, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of the same thing, right? I legitimately think this is a dat throw. Like, I just do. Like I'll look at some tournament history and I'll just pick the guys that I like. And, like you said, like really, it's all. What's the longest shot winner here? Like 33-1 Harris English. It's right. It's all short. It's all short numbers, man.
I think he might have been a little longer than that, but Harris was coming in pretty good form. Like he was back at that point.
Yeah.
I can't really think of other than didn't Jonathan Bird win this one year? That was like 10 years ago. Ever since then, ever since 2013, I think DJ won it. It's been pretty good guys.
Yeah, it's been solid guys. So I'm looking at anybody like 25-1 and under. I mean, even the 25 seem kind of silly, you know what I mean? But at the same point, like, I don't know, who gives a shit? Like, it's golf. Like, strange things happen. Matt Jones almost fucking won.
Yeah, but this is the DFS show. So
I know.
The difference makers look like, it's gonna be hard to pick apart guys in the 10s and 9s. Like, there's gonna be a lot of chalk. You're probably just got to eat chalk because otherwise you're just fading Xander Schauffele, who's awesome. So,
and this is and the same. There's only 40 guys, so like chalk is
right.
Relative, right? Everybody's.
Yeah, DFS content is gonna be one based on what you do what you do in the 7s and 6s. Like they're like you could like the guys in the 8s, and we'll get to it. Like they're all pretty awesome and great fits here. Like it's kind of start to like see like Hideki 8,100. I know he's been injured and had a bad fall, but like 8,100 Hideki and then Brian Harman at 8. Like to me, just looking at that, that's kind of just a.
Well, Decky just scares everybody because of his back.
I know, but just like the name brand value of like Hideki Matsuyama and then Brian Harman. Like I think that's like that's the cutoff to where now it's really becomes like a debate about like that's going to I think make the difference. Like everybody above that though, like I think you make a great case for everybody. So yeah. All right, why don't we take our first break and then we will start breaking down the elite players.
All right, sounds like a plan. Listen, WynnBET is the official online sports book of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. WynnBET is active in a bunch of states, and there are tons of ways to win, including live betting and same-game parlays. Reduced juice on sides and totals for all bowl games day of. Great promos, odds, and payouts are happening right now at WynnBET. So if you're ready to play, which you should be, go sign up today to receive a special offer. Bet $100, win $100. Limited to state availability. There's so much to choose from, and all you got to do is head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET so they know that we sent you. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. Offer is subject to change, terms and conditions at WynnBET.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state playthrough win bet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Okay. Jeff, why don't we go to you first? Let's start with just anybody above $9,000. And I mean, these guys are great. Scheffler, Ron, JT, like a lot of big names. So I guess, why don't we kick off the conversation of, is there anybody you don't like above 9? Like, take ownership out of it, just like as far as like performance level for this golf course, you're not into.
You talking to me or you talking to Capper?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Really enough with you.
Well, in this range, I made a special note that I wanted to ask you about Tony Finau.
That's what I want to talk to Steve about too.
Okay.
All right. So can we talk about Tony Finau and Bermuda grass greens and what happened at the end of last year? I got into an argument with my friend Charlie because he liked Finau at, I think it was at Southwind. And I'm like, why we play? Like, what are we doing? Why are we playing? And I think I even relayed that message to you, Steve, because I wanted to get some feedback on that. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if one of the tournaments he won in the fall was also on Bermuda grass. Like
it was. Oh, I'm sorry.
You cut out, Jeff.
Yeah.
You just want my take on Bermuda now?
Yeah. That narrative might be dead. So, I mean, so just looking at what he's been doing, he's like the biggest reason for his success lately has been, he's been striking the ball awesome, but like he's putting unreal too. And it's just on a lot of different types of surfaces. Like even at Southwind, he gained over his strokes putting on that surface. At the Tour Championship on Bermuda, about 0.6 strokes. At Houston, gained 2 strokes putting. And the Hero World Challenge, I think when we had that conversation, that was the only real Bermuda golf course I could recall where he had a good finish, but it's out of 18 people. But that also is Tip Eagle Bermuda. This is Tip Eagle Bermuda as well. I really like Finau this week. He kind of fits the profile of a guy that through the bag, there's no real weakness with his irons, hits his wedge is really good, hits his long irons really good. And like I posted that picture of all the different types of approach shots you hit here. It's very evenly distributed. There's not really a central range you want to focus on. So I think I'm just going to keep riding it. I think they're clearly just looking at how his putting metrics were all of last year. It seems like just something clicked. Maybe it's a new putter. Maybe he got a tip. It got to a point where it wasn't just like this hot streak. Now it could just go away. He's been off for a while, but making a complete guess based on how complete his game is. I think he has a top 10 here. Really good at Augusta. Just an overall really good player with his, scoring clubs. I can see him getting to high 20s, maybe 30 under because the weather forecast kind of looks like it's going to be like that. I really like Finau this week.
Okay.
He came top 20 last time. Other than that, it was like T37. And so I just wondered why he sucked here. You know what I mean?
Just the narrative on Finau for years was he's not good. He's not a good Florida golfer. He's not good on Bermuda grass. He never was. And then last year he won like 3 times on Bermuda. It was like, what's going on? What's the explanation?
Yeah.
What happened?
No way a narrative was wrong. I was so surprised.
So I'll say this. So he's been really good. I mean, there's a couple ways to break down, is a guy really good in Bermuda? Can he putt on it or can he hit off it? Now, he's always been good at Colonial, and that's Bermuda tee to green. It's bent grass greens at the greens, but he's always hit the ball well there. And just all of a sudden, you have plenty of examples where he's now putting really well on Bermuda. So I guess at this point, I have to pause it. It's kind of like, I think at our majors preview, Capper, you still call JT a house cat, but we have examples now of JT actually doing okay in wind. It might be time to maybe put that in the back burner until he proves us wrong. So I'm willing to do that for Finau. I like him a lot this week. I think, the Bermuda thing, it might be something I need to move off of. Maybe something has changed with him.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wanted to ask you about that. So thank you.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if you want me to talk about anybody else.
Yeah. Is there anybody you don't like
that I don't like?
Yeah. Above 9,000.
I don't like John Rahm at all, and I never have, and I never will.
Okay.
How about that?
Like golf wise though, not personally. That was an easy answer.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I missed everything. I said I don't like John Rahm. I never have, and I never will. That's what
is there a golf reason? Not like you don't like him as like anything skill set wise, You think?
No, he's fine. I mean, he shot 34 under here last year. He should have won. Okay. I mean, I know that's a crazy take, but no, I'm not going to play him. I do like Scotty Scheffler a lot, though. I don't know how much buzz he's getting, but if I'm talking Florida, Bay Hill, make birdies, Augusta, and kind of ignored, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Early projections have him as the lowest known guy above fucking 9K other than Fitz.
Really, he's low. So I haven't looked at any ownership. So I like T degree. I love Scheffler. I mean, he's just been on fire. Like I've seen him miss his fair share of 5-footers, like a lot over the last like 6 months or so. So that's concerning when you get to a tournament that half the field's gonna be 18 under or better. Now you can counteract that with, well, if he just hits it to like 10 feet every single time, then he's just getting himself a bunch of chances. He's gonna just fall into birdies. The fact that he's low owned though, I kind of really dig that for DFS because I mean the putter can just turn around magically. Tiff Eagle is the same putting surface as what's it called?
Bay Hill.
Bay Hill. It's same surface as Albany. He just finished second there. So you know what? Maybe that's actually the play then. If he's that's something I noticed. That's what I like, and I'm not going to play both him. I'm probably not going to play two guys up there because I don't really love the sixes too much. So I got to be a little bit more balanced. So if I'm only going to take one guy, I think I'm going to take Scheffler even over Xander, who I think is on like a vacation. Oh, okay. All right, Capper, what about you?
So, I mean, I liked Finau going into it, but I just couldn't wrap my head around why he kind of like stunk here. But I think this is the year for Tony Finau. I love Finau this year. I think he's finally got that monkey off his back and the confidence. So I'm with Jeff. I want to play Finau. And I want to play Cantlay too. I know he typically blows on Bermuda, but yeah, I mean, look, he's got good course history here for whatever fucking reason. He's a serial killer, and yeah, like whatever. Like give me Cantlay. The number's too short for the outright, but I'll play him at DFS.
Yeah, I mean, for whatever reason, he's been really good here. So and like Shriner's tee to green is also Bermuda, just backgrass green. But yeah, like he's been good here for whatever reason. I mean, listen, I can say a great thing about basically everybody 10-3 to 9-3, you know, from Scheffler, Rahm, JT. I guess with JT, I mean, listen, he's been awesome here. The putter is a little dicey. You know, I'm worried he's not going to make enough birdies sometimes. But, I mean, I love Xander this week. You talk about a guy who's just awesome through the bag, great with his wedges, great with the long irons. He can score like him. Morikawa too. For whatever reason, on these greens, he's actually putt okay, and he has a couple top tens. So if you're kind of like with Scheffler, if you're just hitting it to 10 feet every single time, you're just going to fall into birdies. I like him. And then Finau, I already talked about. I guess the easy answer is Fitzpatrick, who I don't like. He's the weakest with his irons, and if you're if you're weak with your irons, you're not going to give yourself as many looks. He's got to rely a lot, get really hot with the putter, which he can do on Bermuda. But I guess he's the guy I just don't like above 9,000. So, yeah, you guys got anything else to break down the streets? I mean, it's kind of is what.
I mean, look, I mean, pick your guy up here, right? I mean, like you always say, right? You're picking nits up here with these guys. I mean, Rahm, JT, Xander, Morikawa, like all these guys are fucking studs. It's it's wide open. And yeah, I mean, dude, whatever. It's going to be a birdie fest as far as like the weather looks like. All these guys can win. All these guys above 9K can absolutely win this game. I think
that's a hot take.
Yeah, I'm a little distracted watching.
Hey, we said no spoilers, right?
I'm talking to you and everybody else who is like, this is wild.
I have it on mute.
I got it on mute. I got it on mute too, but I was checking it on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, I know something. I know you're recording the game. Something really bad happened.
Bad happened.
This is when I'm happy the Wi-Fi is cutting out on me.
Yeah, it's like I think they're talking about stopping the game, right? Steve, is that what you're thinking?
I don't have the audio on.
I don't either, but there's two head coaches talking in midfield.
So what? We're stopping. So what happened? I missed the replay.
So dude made the tackle. Stood up, fell over, and they were giving him CPR for like fucking 9 minutes. The ambulances. I mean, the game's been stopped for what, like 25 minutes?
Are you you're serious right now?
Yeah, bro, I'm dead serious. That's why I've been watching the fucking TV. Like this is it's not good, man.
Who is it?
a defensive player for Buffalo.
Are they running off the field now? I think they're going.
Dude, I'm telling you, they like. How do you make these guys fucking play?
They're going to the locker room. Yeah, they're going. They're off the field. Holy shit!
They got to cancel the game. Like, you can't keep playing a game after some dude just died on the fucking field.
Was he hit?
He made the hit. So I don't know if they're going to take a break or what, but
man,
locker room. Like, this is dude. This is insane, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
Well, now I gotta.
Yeah. Fucking wild. Sorry for the bad podcasting for the people who are just listening.
I mean, this is live reaction. People like that shit.
Yeah, like this is horrific. And like, I've been like looking up and down, like, dude, Josh Allen crying like that, all those players like in tears, like watching them get CPR for like 9 fucking minutes, man. Listen, I used to be an EMT and a firefighter, 9 minutes of CPR.
Did they put tents up or anything?
Not good. What'd you say?
Did they put tents up or anything?
No, man.
I mean, they kind of huddled around him and then they put him on the.
They huddled around him, but the ambulance was on the field for like 20 minutes. It's on mute. I have no idea what's happening. I'll check. I don't know if they canceled the game or what.
Temporarily suspended.
Damar Hamlin. I never heard of him.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy. Anyway.
All right. I guess we'll go to the AK range.
Yeah.
After
on that news, Jesus.
That is bananas.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude, listen, of course he cuts out with a steak.
Historic moment.
Yeah, and like I've been saying for years somebody's gonna die on the field. I hope to Christ it doesn't happen. Like, but 9 minutes of that is not good. I thought a Raiders player a couple of years ago, I can't remember who he was, but I was like, holy shit, how has anybody survived that hit? And he was down for that long, and the ambulance was out on the field for a long period of time there too. But yeah, man, this is it's crazy, man. Crazy. All right, so I guess AK and above.
Capper, I guess why don't you kick it off?
All right.
Kind of a similar thing, by the way, is like there's a lot of just like really good players in this range too that all of them can win. So I guess it kind of thinks like it makes you think about roster construction at that point. Like is there like in a tournament where everybody's hitting the fairways, everyone's hitting greens, turns a little bit of a putting contest. Like, is there a ton of different?
Tom Kim.
Well, all right. So is there a ton of
Tom Kim?
So like, does that put guys like Scheffler and Rahm and JT kind of more on the same level as like a Cam Young, Burns, Sung Jae, or do you still consider like those top tier guys like a cut above? Because for me, just handicapping this tournament, I don't really see a whole lot of difference.
No, I mean, I guess it's just pedigree, right? Like,
right.
I mean, it sets them apart that way. But for a single golf tournament with 40 guys in it, and it's going to be in the 20s, then no, because Tom Kim can make a shit ton of putts. Zalatoris, obviously, nice little wild card. You have no idea what he's doing, but you have no idea what any of these guys are doing. So you can get some depressed ownership on Willie Z. Why not? Tom Kim looks like he's not going to be uber chalk, which I find insane because golf Twitter
is insane.
Fucking loves him. Yeah, man, it's I love Tom Kim this week, especially at this ownership. He's one of my only outright so far. I'm going to add Fino after talking to you.
Okay.
But yeah, and then Sanjay is the uber chalk down here, and for good fucking reason, man. Like, I feel like it's going to be a big year for Sanjay too. He's going to stack that cash before he goes back. I think this is the year he goes to the military, right?
No, he's
Sanjay.
One more year.
He's got plenty of time. Siwoo hasn't
Siwoo is the one.
Yeah, but they both, you know what? But they both got married, and that can fuck with them too. I mean, Morikawa hasn't won anything since he got married. Listen,
you're trying to say Sanjay's the chalk bomb.
Got married like 3 months ago. Morikawa.
No, he didn't. He got married last year.
No, the wedding.
Yes.
No, the wedding was recently.
Okay, well, engaged, whatever. Like, doesn't matter. Like, just ruined. Like, it messes with you, man. It messes with you.
Jeff, how about you? Like, what are some of your favorite plays? Like, in like this AK.
I do have a bunch of check marks down here, Steve. So you're kind of on it. You guys are talking about ownership. I'm gonna try this year to maybe not pay like too much attention to ownership like I did in the past. I've been bad. I've been flat out bad.
Just like your internet connection.
Just like my internet connection. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Is that Jim still downstairs? That's still affecting
Mario.
things?
His name was Mario. Right? Wasn't it Mario?
Dude, I have a bad situation. They started a class down there. They got kids. They're teaching these kids like UFC. There's a guy down there with a whistle, and they're doing drills, and it's just banging, and it's like 2 hours every night. As soon as I get home from work, it's
you gotta move.
I know.
You have to. You have to
move. I do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
Not sustainable.
It's brutal. These fucking kids. This guy with a whistle now. And the music, then there's the music. You got Eminem blasting down there. You got the kettlebells all over the place. They're throwing medicine balls. Guys, it's like Cobra Kai. Anyway, I don't know what the vibe is on Cameron and above, and then all the juice in the 8,000. But motivation is definitely going to be a factor here. You got to, Harris English won this. This is a tournament of mostly champions. It's not. Some of these guys never won before, and this could be a good opportunity to take advantage of a tournament when some of the super elites they might be on vacation. So maybe you get a Cameron Young this week pop up who hasn't played in a while. Who knows?
He sucks at putting though.
Yeah, but again, see, that's getting too minute into the stats that I can't.
Listen, that's not a stat. I just have eyeballs, and he sucks at putting.
Yeah, but he makes a lot of birdies, and he's like he plays in the Southeast, and he's good. Yeah, he's a good player, and
he's very good.
Maybe this is an opportunity for him. I'm not saying I'm betting him. I'm not saying I'm picking him. I'm making a case for him. If
I can see it
for the audience,
I can see it. Listen, I love Cam Young. Like, I think he's gonna have a big year too. Like, I think. Who'd you ask us?
What people are talking about. Who's taking him?
Cam Young, or who did you ask us, Steve?
What do you mean?
Who's going to get their first win?
Oh, Cam Young or Sahith?
Sahith. Yeah, and I said Cam Young all day. Like, I think Cam Young's way more due. Like, he's going to get a win before Sahith does. Okay. So, yeah, I can see it here. Why not? Fuck it.
I like a Sam Burns here. Bermuda Burns now. I like a Hideki, of course. I love Hideki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we'll dabble. We'll see.
Who's mushed? Do we know who's mushed? I was so out of it today. JT. What about who's Annikhurst?
There isn't one.
Okay.
There's one. Yeah, because
one of them starts next week.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh fuck! I gotta get that in.
I really like Burns this week.
Nope.
Okay. So the iron play wasn't really good in the fall, but he also is the type of player that kind of like gets on hot streaks with that stuff. Maybe after a month off, he can get things going. Like we just said, really good putter on Bermuda. This is a tournament that you're gonna have to really, obviously putt well in order to get there. I love his scoring metrics too, from basically every single iron range, just over the long term. Scores really well. The wedges score really well when he has a long iron hand too. Like some of the proximity numbers are kind of okay, but he just ends up converting for whatever reason. It means he's just putting himself in good positions more often than not. So at a tournament like this, I know that he's only played the Masters once. There's nothing really to draw upon there. He finished, I think, like T19 last year. I think he had like 2 really good rounds and 2 not so good rounds. We're talking about a guy who I think could be in the mix, like, 25 under, 28 under. I know he can do it. I think he won at 22 under at Sanderson. I think at that CJ Cup at the Summit Club where everybody was $1 billion under par. I think he was over 20 under that week. So I like him. I mean, we talk about Tom Kim, I think at this point, just looking at the numbers with him, he's a great iron player, and you get a guy like that heading for the fairway every single time, and he scores really well. He just makes a lot of birdies, so I like him. Hovland I went back and forth on because I liked him, but then I started looking at some of the master stuff, and obviously you can look about like, all right, he's really bad at the short game, but he hasn't really been good here either. I don't know. There's something with like uneven lies with him, possibly. He did really well at Bay Hill, same types of greens. Did really well at the Hero, same types of greens. He can definitely get to 30 under. That's an interesting one. So I like those 4 guys. I mean, I like Cam Young too. I don't know. What's Homa's ownership? I mean, I know we usually take him on like harder golf courses, but like he's been better on Bermuda. Like he hasn't been awesome, but he's been better, like serviceable, like better than what he used to be. So
yeah, definitely.
And like he scored. That's another guy that scores really well through the bag with his irons. So
I mean, he's like with everybody else, like right around 15.
Yeah, and then I mean, I think with Zalatoris, the outright market is more intriguing to me than DFS this week with him. Like his outright number is like I've seen like 33 on Zalatoris, and I know he hasn't played in a while, but these guys also are coming off 45 days of no play, so they're kind of on the same playing level. I feel like,
yeah.
So that could be an opportunity too with him. But I mean, I like a lot of guys in this range. Like I said at the opening, like I don't see at this type of tournament with lots of birdies, everyone's hitting fairways, everybody's hitting greens, a ton of separation between like Scotty Scheffler and like Sung Jae as far as like their ceilings.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
And I'll say one more thing about Sung Jae. Obviously get the Masters comp, 2 top 10s here. Maybe one of the reasons why he does really good here and at Augusta. I know that was a popular narrative when they used to play at Nine Bridges for the CJ Cup, but that's also a golf course on the side of a goddamn mountain. So
it's true.
He might actually just like come to this golf course like, all right, like I played this many times. I know how to handle a downhill shot, uphill shot, stuff like that. That might be why he's actually pretty good here.
Yeah.
Besides the Bermuda stuff. Got anything else?
No, I mean, Jeff, you got anything?
No. I mean, I like Sung Jae a lot, but
yeah, I'm gonna bet him. I probably won't play him in DFS just because he's gonna be the heaviest owned guy.
Okay. All right,
move on to the
Spieth. What about Spieth? Any thoughts on Spieth whatsoever?
I got a check mark next to him. He did win the Masters. He's won here.
Did he win the Masters? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard.
I never heard that. Oh.
I don't know if he's got a lot of Florida success, but.
He won Valspar.
There you go. Thank you. See, that's why you get God of Golf Clubs.
That's right.
So yeah, no, he's somebody to consider. But I don't know, man. Spieth's like one of the boys. It's a vacation thing. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
I have to think with it. I gotta think about
it. Was this the tournament that or maybe it was Sony that Smiley and JT or Spieth tipped over in kayak? I think it was Sony.
Yeah,
we'll probably show that because I think isn't Smiley part of the Golf Channel coverage now? I think
he's a full time.
Well, then maybe we'll probably see that a billion times over the next couple of weeks. So all right, Cap, we got another ad break, and then
yeah, I was about to say before we jump into that, let's just talk about Underdog Fantasy. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. At Underdog, this season never ends, and right now you can play their weekly battle royale games. And even draft your playoff best ball team. They also have a ton of daily games for the NBA and NHL, which I am constantly losing money at right now. Plus, when you use promo code SGPN at underdogfantasy.com, you get 100% deposit match up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. So, Steve, so I know you're not on Twitter, so they use the AED machine on him too.
Oh no!
And he's apparently got like a faint pulse, and but he's not breathing on his own. Well, they can't make these boys go back out there and play, man. They just suspend it until tomorrow, or whatever day. You cannot make these guys go back out and play.
That's
like that. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people who are like, that's soft. That's not soft. Like anybody.
I think those people would get canceled if they
like they cannot let. I'm gonna have to go back and watch how these guys, because like Adam Schefter looks super soft. Booger, like who I can't stand, actually looks like he's showing some sort of like real emotion. Yeah. Like this is it's not good, man.
All right, well, let's try to get back to golf, I guess.
Sorry,
that's okay. All right. Under $8,000. This is where I think this is where lineups are going to be won.
That's right. Absolutely.
Because now we're getting to a point where, like, okay, there's a question of whether these guys suck or not. So, Jeff, how about
There's no question. Keegan Bradley does not suck, sir. Don't you ever?
All right. Hey, listen.
In question.
I did not say I didn't say he sucked. You were attacking me before I even make a take. I think our guests here might have a different opinion of you than you.
Exactly.
But
you talk about fall winner, multiple first round leader, fucking back to winning ways. Keegan Bradley.
That is true. Okay. All right, then, Jeff. Why don't we go to you?
Congratulations on winning the Zozo. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Under 8,000, $7,000 range, Jeff.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call Verizon, and I'm going to get new, like, I think I need an upgrade my Wi-Fi, upgrade something, because my signal keeps going in and out. and it sucks. And I'm really, it sucks, and I'm sorry.
Well, no, you're fine. When was the last time you got like a new modem?
It's been a little while.
Yeah, get a new modem.
I think I'm going to
blow the dust off it like we do with our NES consoles, you know? Yeah. That'll work.
More than half the audience has no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. We're not old.
That's not a gift.
Load it again.
Right. I like this is like a range where I got a lot of guys that have won in Florida, like a lot of Honda Classic guys down here.
Yep.
All right.
Notably Seb Straka at 7,100. I just have a feeling this is a gut thing. This is nothing to do with statistics. This is a guy who won the Honda Classic, who is contended at the Memphis, and I don't know if it's going to be a birdie fest, and I'm going to hope that he's going to make some birdies. The 5 par 5s, Seb Straka, I'm in on that. I hope that he's going to be my guy in at 7,100. I know everyone's going to play Aaron Wise, also a guy who contended at Honda. I think Adam Scott will be popular, but then you got Russell Henley. I'm just going up the line here. Billy Horschel, all these Florida guys with Bermuda experience, but Seb Straka is going to be my guy.
Okay.
All right. I like it. Like planting the flag.
All right, Capper, what about you?
It's Keegan. Let me come on. Whatever. It's play your fucking guys, man. Like it's Keegan, man. He had a really good fucking year last year. He really could have won 3 different fucking times. He pulled through on one of them. Shaky down the road, like always. Leaking oil and making your asshole tight when you have money on him. But he finally fucking came through for us. And yeah, why not, man? A fucking elite long iron player, and the aim putting is as frustrating it is to watch, even as a Keegan super fan. Like, yeah, man. Like, give me Keegan. Love Keegan here. I like power too. How come Seamus isn't getting any love this week? Like, none. Like, he's a solid player. Like, he can make birdies in bunches. And he's right next to Sahith and below Aaron Wise, so I feel like it's a natural pivot spot. Or Straka, like Jeff likes. I just like Seamus better because I'm an Irishman, and I'm always gonna pick Seamus over Sepp. That's just how it works.
Okay, all right. I mean, listen, I'm a stat head. Of course, I like Aaron Wise. I mean, it's not necessarily the ball strike, but the fact that like he's legitimately using a cheater putter. He's actually pretty good with it. Mm-hmm. So that's another guy too. Like I like the guys who are really well balanced through the bag. If he's popular in DFS, then fine, say la vie. But like maybe top 10 props, matchups. Like I think I like him at the spot. I also like Adam Scott. I don't know what his popularity is going to be. But he's been really good ever since, for the last 6 months. Did really well in the Australian swing, a couple top 5s in the FedEx Cup playoffs. Done very well here, as our guest astutely pointed out. Pretty good on some of the Florida golf courses too. His iron's been a little better over the last 6 months as well. Good the Masters. So I like him. And then I agree. I kind of like Seamus Power too. I'm not saying the Century Tournament Champions is a piece of shit putting contest, but it's close. It's close. And Seamus has been really good at those types of events. I mean, you saw at the end of last fall, Bermuda, Mayakoba, RSM, just a bunch of birdie fests, and he's been pretty good. Really good with his wedgers. Good putter on Bermuda too. So yeah, I like those guys. Those are probably my 3 at the range.
Before we move on to the bottom, is Sahith going to be a super popular selection this week?
Probably. Or is actually ownership actually doesn't look that high. Actually,
shit. I said Sahith. Is he going to be a popular guy, or is he?
Yeah, I said no. I don't think it looks like. He's sandwiched between. It looks like Seamus is actually more popular, so maybe I won't play Seamus at that. I mean, he's looking like sub 15. I don't know why. I mean, what's Sahith's biggest problem? Like, I would say it's like kind of squirrely off the tee, right?
Yeah,
a lot of room here.
a lot of room, right?
So, if you miss huge, then it's a penalty. But
right,
you got to miss like by 75 yards. I guess it might be Bermuda, but I can think of
Sanderson.
Sanderson.
Valspar, but that was overseeded. Although when they play it now in April, the Bermuda's starting to come up a little bit.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. The reason I'm thinking of I got to talk about him because I remember when I was at the Travelers and he was on the tee box looking behind him to see what Xander was doing on the last par 5. Like he was in it, and when he waited to like is locked in. That was with 3 holes to go. Now, granted, he blew the tournament on the 18th, but if we're talking about guys that haven't won before, don't give me some father-son challenge or whatever the hell that freaking thing was that he won with Hoagie. If this is an opportunity for him to win when some of the guys might be sleeping a little bit, I love this guy's competitive nature. Birdie Fest, if he's under the radar at all, that might be a steal at 7,300. So.
I think so. He's got like 2 really low rounds in him this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He's explosive, but he's explosive the other way too. Like there's the 75 that could happen here, and that's like 7 shots off the average.
He's so fun. He's so fun to watch.
But no, I think Sahith he definitely could be a game changer. This thing, so like that. Anybody else? Like, I mean, boring Corey Connors. He sucks. He sucks. I regret a lot of Corey Connors takes last fall, and
I'll play him in April. I'll play him at the Masters for whatever reason he fucking plays well there. Okay. Cam Champ and fucking Corey Connors will be on my team. Other than that, like I'm not wasting another fucking time on these assholes. Maybe some fucking first round leaders, but like the amount of fucking lineups this fucking Canuck has sunk in my lifetime. After I got on him like super early when he Monday qualified and shit like that, like he made me a shit ton of money that week. I've given it fucking all back and plus some. This guy blows. Okay. Fuck Corey Connors. I'm done with him.
Okay, let's move on then. Under $7,000. So Jeff, I know you say you didn't like this range. Was there anything that you like?
I don't. I mean, all right. Listen, once I get myself on like a little angle that I like, it applies to a couple of guys. Honda Classic, Mackenzie Hughes, of course. Maybe, piece of shit putting contest. Who the hell knows? And also JT Poston. He won a Wyndham. He's a Carolina guy. I'm not worried about the length in Hawaii. Take a chance on like a Luke List or a Trey Molinax. I'm sure the other people
List. Get out of here. You're fucking.
Listen, there's 10 guys in this range?
I don't mind Molinax.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Molinax is fine, but not Luke List. Not Luke List.
I just named a guy at the bottom of the list. I'm just saying. I don't like the guys down on the bottom. Guys like Luke List.
I played Chad Rainey over fucking Luke List.
Okay.
I might charity bet you that one. Right. Chad Rainey sucks.
I'm not.
All right, I might be overstepping a little bit.
I'm not going too low here. I'm not. There's too much talent in the other ranges, in the mid ranges. I don't have to go dumpster diving this week in a no cut event. I understand if you can get lucky with one of these guys, it's fine, but I don't need him to win a 50-person contest.
Okay. Yeah, so. I think the only guys I like Poston as well. Like you mentioned, one of Wyndham, one of John Deere. I mean, even in like this might not be relevant at all, but I'm going to quote anyways because it helps my argument. Tour Championship. If you didn't do the bullshit starting strokes, you would finish T8 that week.
Here we go.
That's pretty good field. So, and then, T20 Shriners, Birdie Fest, T21 at RSM. That's usually a Birdie Fest too. Like, he's just a good putter. The ball striking is one of his weaknesses, but with 80, guys are hitting the fairways at 80% clip, greens regulation 80% clip. If you just get some magic with the putter, you can definitely make top 20 doing that. And it's $6,800. He would be shooting above his weight. And then Tom Hoagie, it's probably going to be popular because it is mispriced.
He's
but
uber chalk.
Well, then fine. Then throw that out. The case for Hoagie, though, is that, in the fall, he had 2 missed cuts to end this year, but he had T13, T9, T4, T12, 10th to end the year. So I don't really understand why he's all the way at $6,500 after that. But whatever. If he's uber chalk, then fine. I'd rather just play Poston or maybe even Adam Svensson if he's not
Svensson, I think is fine.
Okay. I think I'd rather
go off of him.
Okay, then I'd rather go Svensson then. Yeah, the shines wore off. He won his last start. So but the shines
I know. Off. But I'm telling you, dude, look at the ownership. Like I'm telling you. And wait, we won. Did he win his?
Yeah, he won the RSM.
Oh, that's right. Because I was cussing.
Yeah, we had
one fucking time.
Harman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Tagala RSM, another Bermuda course.
The fucking Canadians. Did you guys ever see what was the movie with John Candy about invading
Canadian Bacon?
Canada? Yeah, Canadian Bacon. Fucking great goddamn movie. Great fucking.
Oh, I said it was the beer sucks.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. That's right. That's right. I fucking love that goddamn movie.
Okay. All right.
R.I.P. Fucking John Candy.
All right, Jeff, you got any outrights you're on yet, or are you still kind of mulling things over?
I listen. Oh God, I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I've made some changes. I'm
okay.
I'm not I'm dialing it back. I'm not getting myself into these weekly ruts because I'm an idiot. I'm kind of dialing it back. I'm getting back to my roots.
Okay.
Top 40 parlays and all this bullshit that I do where I'm just flushing money down the toilet every week. I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler's 10-1, and I like him, and I think he's going to win. So I'm going to put a couple of bucks on Scotty Scheffler. I am not going to invest $200 a week on all this bullshit. I'm going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to put on Scotty Scheffler and hope for the best. I'll put together a DraftKings lineup and hope for the best, and if it doesn't work out, we'll just move on to the Sony, and life is okay. I can still be a dad. I can still be a boyfriend. I can be a brother, and I can just live my life. And I don't have to worry about what fucking Charlie says or any Twitter people or anything else. I can just live my life. And it's better this way. So
I'm applauding you, buddy. I am applauding you. Because you're right. You're right, by the way. Like, there's a lot of bullshit bets that a lot of us have done over the years just because it looks good, strokes the ego. But just with the last year and now that golf is divided, you got a lot of really good players at the top. And then we kind of just saw it this week. Hideki Matsuyama, $8,100. Then you go to Brian Harman. I mean, Brian Harman's been playing great, but he's nowhere near the caliber of players those guys are. And that's why those guys have been winning a whole lot. So, yeah, if you want to focus all your bets on non-bullshit players, on legit guys who actually are going to be in the mix, bravo. You know why? Because you're going to have a lot more sweats and probably a lot more wins if you do it that way. So,
yeah, we're going to be in the one and done. I'll do a listener league, but I don't have to go chasing $250,000 in a DraftKings lineup, and I don't have to try to be chasing 100-1 winners. And I'm worried about. I'm done with all that crap. So,
Capper, what was that sour look you gave?
No, it's because
did I disappoint you, Capper? I apologize.
Listen, I'm an asshole. Like this week, I'm so far in the hole because all of a sudden, like I'm so bored and there's nothing to fucking bet on. I hit one like random shots on goal fucking parlay, and now I think I can figure it out. And now I'm fucking like looking up fucking game stats for the Vancouver Canucks, who takes what shots and who's on the fucking power play unit. Let's go ahead and throw a little parlay here and do that. And like my week is fucking ruined. Ruined.
We need to put the 1-800 number at the bottom of our little template here.
My buddy who was here. My buddy who was here New Year's Eve, I always write it down in my notebook. Like, it doesn't matter, right? So I'm like, all right, last 5 games did this. So like we're playing a board game while waiting for the 10 o'clock games to start, and we're drinking, and I'm writing it down. And he wrote 1-800 admit it, like at the bottom of the fucking page. Yeah. I was like, thanks, Pete.
That's the first step.
Pretty good. All right, Capper, what about you? You said you got a bet on Sungjae,
and I can still get. I get 18 hanging on Finau at a local.
So that's a better price than what I got.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But yeah, I guess. I mean, who cares if it doesn't fucking win, right? Like,
you can still hold that up and say, I got 18.
I got CLV.
CLV at 18-1. Let's go.
Fucking nerds. The CLV mafia is the fucking worst on fucking Twitter. So Jeff is obviously not as active on Twitter as he used to be. Either that or like maybe like he muted me or something because I don't see a lot of this stuff.
I did not mute you, Capper. You're my guy. Don't get paranoid.
I'm just fucking with you. But I'll send Steve some random shit on Twitter every once in a while just to make sure he knows he made the right fucking conscious decision to get the fuck off of this cesspool. Like, and it's bad. Like my muted words are like, I think I got like at least 30 muted words at least. And I think
it's more like 300.
You probably are right.
Yeah.
You're probably
crypto, live,
NFT,
Rory
fucking
McIlroy.
Rainmaker. No, not Rory McIlroy, because I'll hate read that shit. Yeah, I don't know, whatever, fucking I'm just happy fucking golf's back. At least I can do my first round leaders. I can get off this fucking shots on goal bullshit. My God, what a bad week. What a bad week.
I know.
God damn it, Nagels.
I dabble, but I'm trying to do other stuff. So
well, good, man. You make better financial decisions than I do. That's for goddamn sure. Let's talk about the Giants for a second, boys, before we sign off.
You don't want to hear my outrights or no?
Oh, I thought you already said it.
I didn't say him.
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so Finau 16-1, Sung Jae 22-1, Sam Burns 20-1. I thought the Burns price at 20-1 was pretty good.
I just don't like Burns.
I know you don't like Burns. You used to like Burns.
Yeah.
So, all right, those are the three. I mean, listen, anybody from Hideki up is probably going to win. That's the caliber of player, though. If you're going past that, I think you're burning money.
All right.
So,
all right, that's fair. I like it. And we got our betting show tomorrow, and we'll have some gross fucking top tens and some matchups. I was hoping I could catch. Remember that one time I caught the bookie sleeping and he did that matchups where they were all like double digits, and I basically could just arbitrage my way to a guaranteed $2,000.
Did you tout that?
No, fuck no. I sent it to you only. I didn't want to find. I sent it to Bush. I was like, because I didn't want to fucking get blown up.
Mm-hmm.
You
want to talk about the Giants?
Yeah, so let's talk about the Giants. Okay. So I already got Steve's opinion. So I already got your opinion first. So I already know it. You can say your opinion after, but I want to see what Jeff's opinion is before I say what your opinion is, Steve. So Danny Jones, or Dan Jones, as Kramer likes to call him. Mm-hmm. What are you doing with Dan Jones? Are you signing him? You franchising him? You letting him go? What do you think?
If I'm Joe Shane?
If you're you, bro. If you're you. Like, what do you want to do with him?
I want to let him go.
Okay.
I don't think he's the guy. I don't think we can make him the guy. I know he can get a first down on 3rd and 5 with his legs, and that's fantastic. But can he, if we're down 4 with 3 minutes to go, with 2 timeouts, and we're playing the Eagles, is he going to lead us down and get us a win? And I don't think he's the guy. So I'm not. Him top 5 money. I don't need one more year to wait and see what happens. I think that's just wasting a year. And I just don't think he's the guy. Now, is he a better option than what they could do? Yeah, probably. But he's still not the guy just because he's a better option than getting Derek Carr or somebody like that. So do I want to have to try to get lucky in a draft? Yeah, it's a problem. But I don't want to be in a Kirk Cousins situation. I don't want to be in a Dak Prescott situation.
Matt Jones situation? How's that? Mac Jones, he blows. I'd rather have Daniel Jones than Mac Jones. I promise you that.
I would.
Okay, well then give us your number 1 pick, and we'll give you Daniel Jones.
No,
I would.
Okay, well then that's not true.
I'd take that deal in a heartbeat too.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, look. Like, I think weighing options are what the Giants have.
And text from our boy CP after telling me how great Daniel Jones is after he beat the Colts yesterday, and it's just like, I don't know if he's just trolling me, if he actually believes that. It's idiotic. This is the type of stuff that I can't get involved in. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't think he's the guy. I want them to find their Josh Allen. That's what I want. Yeah, is that hard? Is that asking a lot?
Yes.
It is. But
yeah,
I wouldn't pay Daniel Jones $80 million or whatever it would take to keep him.
I don't think it would. So I don't. We and Steve were talking prior, and I don't think it would take $80 million.
I think you're underestimating how many teams need quarterbacks who are desperate. A lot of teams need quarterbacks.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I'm one of them.
I mean, Carolina, the Rams might be in the market depending on what Stafford does. Texans. Yeah, there's a lot of teams. Listen, I think I agree with Jeff.
About being hurt. I don't want to keep kicking the can down the road, and I don't want to keep all Gettleman's guys.
Well, here's the thing. Like, the options are, we could sign Daniel Jones, which I don't want to put any a lot of guaranteed money behind that. Like, I think that's a terrible idea. I agree with you. Daniel Jones has been good. I will admit he's been good, but it's mostly coaching. They have made him this way, and I think they could do that with a lot of different quarterbacks. The problem is, though, like, all right, who's going to replace him? Do we really want to bring in Derek Carr? I guess we could. I guess I'm open to the idea if the contract makes sense for the Giants, where it's more short term, they trade more like a bridge quarterback, and there's not a lot of guaranteed money behind it. Am I open to bringing him back? Yeah, I've seen enough where I think he can be a babysitter, basically, and be good. The problem is, though, I agree. He's not the guy. I want the Super Bowl quarterback. I want the quarterback who's rated R, not PG-13. Daniel Jones is a PG-13. It's not going to work out for anybody at the end. So the problem is, though, we're not going to be able to trade up to get one of those quarterbacks because we have so many holes in this team that we still need to fill. We're still rebuilding. This should have been a rebuilding year. We can't give up trade assets to do it.
I agree.
So, yeah, I think it's either try and negotiate something with Jones that makes sense, that doesn't tie up with a lot of long money, or if somebody blows Daniel Jones out of the water and wants to sign him to $35-40 million a year, you let him walk. And it's okay. It's okay, guys. We'll bring in somebody else, and then he'll be 90% of what Daniel Jones was, or maybe even the same.
I'm with Steve on that, Cap.
Yeah. All right. I like it. So just a real quick update on, do you realize that these fucking vampires of the NFL just wanted to make a pause for 5 minutes, and the coaches stepped in and were like, no, we're not just taking a pause for 5 minutes. We need to go take a break. And now I can see McDermott just got off the phone with somebody, and he handed the phone to whoever the fuck the Bengals coach is. And like, they're clearly talking, but the NFL just wanted to, after knowing that dude stopped breathing, got CPR for fucking 9 minutes and the AED machine to restart his fucking hat, wanted to give these fucking players 5 minutes to get back out there and go play their game so they can fucking get their goddamn advertising money. Fucking ghouls of the NFL. Fucking ghouls. Gross.
Good rant.
Absolutely fucking gross.
There's no Manning cast tonight, right?
Disgusting.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
It literally makes me fucking sick. It's fucking gross. Anyway,
our two favorite sports are run by complete buffoons.
Are we going to talk about Saquon Barkley or no? We don't. I don't have to do that.
I don't think so. I mean, Saquon's been great, but
yeah, he's a running back.
I need to get another jersey.
I hope, Steve. I hope so.
Probably Kayvon Thibodeau. I love that dude.
Oh, that's a top 10 pick right there. That's what you want.
When he killed Nick Foles yesterday and did the snowman next to him, I'm sorry. I don't know if you call that classes. I laugh my ass off.
Probably not right now.
I laugh my ass off.
To do that.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew that guy was writhing in pain next to him. He was too busy celebrating.
Yeah.
Whatever. He hurt his little shoulder. He's fine.
I'm just saying it was bad timing.
All right, sorry, bad joke.
I'm glad the Giants made the playoffs. If this happened last year, I would have been fucking furious because I wanted to gone, and that would have set the franchise back another 5 years. I don't think that's the case. I have confidence in this GM. I just don't want him to do anything like really stupid. I don't want them to do something really, really stupid.
Well, I think the same situation as Daniel Jones. Listen, if Saquon can come to some sort of agreement that doesn't have a lot of guaranteed money and is a little more short term, fine. I would be fine to have him back. He's a great player. Problem is, he's going to get a ton of money somewhere else, and I don't want to pay that.
God, so, Steve, from your lips to God's ears, please. Yeah. I want him gone so bad. I can't take it anymore. I can't. I might do another song. I don't know if you saw my Gettleman song.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
All right, we got anything else?
Fire, but God, he's killing us in so many ways. And the fan base is too stupid to recognize it.
You're welcome for Brian Daboll from the Bill Belichick coaching tree. Literally the only decent coach.
He's been great.
He's
no complaints about him all year.
I would like Brian Daboll on my staff instead of that fat fuck Matt Patricia ruining my
How's that Joe Judge working out for you?
Yeah, he's working out fucking great. I hate this fucking team so much. My family doesn't even know what to do. I bet against them all the time. I'm screaming about them, and they're like, "Why? What's happening?" I'm like, "I just want this whole coaching staff fired. We can't win any more games. If we make the fucking playoffs or they keep the same fucking morons on the staff, my head might explode."
It's a horrible thing when you gotta root against your own team. I've been doing it for years. I'm really itching to come back.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I hate Joe Judge from the beginning, and then it just it's no fun rooting against your own team.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, but rooting for the top 5 pick and everybody in fire. That's a horrible way to be a fan.
It's awful.
It's nice now knowing, okay, just like Jeff said, I love my GM. I love our coach. I think this is heading in the right direction. The fact that we made the playoffs is it sprinkles on top of the Sunday.
So. Yeah, rooting against the Patriots has been my most profitable bet for the fucking season.
Except for the alt win total.
Yeah, whatever. But I hammered them on Thanksgiving, hammered them against fucking hammered Cincinnati against them. I'm like, there's no shot we're winning these fucking. The fact that the Cincy game was even a sweat, like I was literally gonna fucking kill myself. Like
you just beat Miami,
but like
you ain't better.
Yeah, I don't get with fucking their third string quarterback. Who?
No, I meant, did you win that bet? Or did you lose that bet?
No, I lost it. Well, I still. If we lose to Buffalo next week, I can still hit the under total for the year.
Yeah, I have under 8.5 as well.
Yeah.
Best of luck, guys. Best of luck.
But I took the alt line. I took the alt line at like 6.
I remember you talking about it.
Anyway, Jeff, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
All right. So I'm gonna do my golf show like sparingly this year. So I'm on YouTube, the old Nagel's Bagels YouTube channel. That'd be fun. Join. You could do the listener league.
God damn it.
He does a listener league on DraftKings.
You can find that. You can find that on Twitter. Everything's on Twitter. Nagel's Bagels, YouTube, DraftKings contest. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Very special guest.
Always.
And
thanks for coming on, buddy.
I'll see you guys again soon. I hope.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All
right, you guys know. You guys know where to find Steve and all his articles on sportsgamingpodcast.com. You can find both of us in our Discord channel, which I have actually got back into. So I can stop getting chastised. I'm actually in the hockey channel a hell of a lot more than I need to be. Thank God.
Are you in the hockey channel more than the golf channel?
Yeah, there's been no fucking golf for a month, Steve.
The Bruins are awesome.
I've tried to start. I have tried to start conversations, but I'll be honest with you, it's been a lot of conversations with me, Paul, and Cameron. So
yeah, I know.
If anybody else wants to chime in, that'd be nice. It's getting a little lonely in there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be back. We'll get the troops fired up again. You guys can find me on Twitter at Boston_Capper. And golf's back, fucking baby. Me and Steve, I'll do the betting show. Just me and him tomorrow night. And other than that, it's time to break those motherfucking books again. Let's go.